we're taking Tina down the river. Next on the Journal. Hi friends, and welcome. On today's adventure, we're going down the Esnagami River with our good friend, Mr. Eric Lund. And by we, I mean Miss T has finally agreed to get in the canoe and join us. Now you should know some backstory. Not too many years ago, T nearly drowned in a canoeing accident. And when I say nearly, I mean CPR laying in the snow on her back nearly drowned. Just the sound of rushing water for a long time made her sick to her stomach. But I have to tell you, after years of seeing the pictures and hearing the stories that Eric and I told about the giant brook trout in the lower portion of the Esnagami, she finally just couldn't take it anymore. She summed up her courage, got into the canoe, and we're going to head down there and take her trout fishing. Hey, I'm your host, Kyle Randall. This is my Wilderness Journal, and we're headed down the river for monster brook trout right now. The upper river is fairly easy to navigate, but it doesn't take long before you start encountering faster and faster water, and with that faster water comes brook trout, big brook trout, and it didn't take long before Eric had us set up on the first hole. I could tell T was a little uncomfortable, and the sound of the rushing water probably wasn't helping. On the other hand, I was fairly certain that if she started catching fish like she usually does, well, let's just say it's kind of hard to be afraid when you're having a ton of fun. Eric and I were working flies, and Tina chose to start with some spinning gear. And before long...
There you go. That's a brookie.
What are you doing in there? I see it's a stripe of color ripping around out there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hard fighters, huh?
They are.
They just
Get in that current and they get with it. I think he's ready.
There we go. Beautiful.
Sweet. Nice trout.
Thank you.
Nice
There.
little brookie.
Yeah.
Nice.
Look at that. What do you think?
Pretty.
You want to try it again?
Sure.
We'll let that one go?
Okay.
Nice.
There you go.
Congratulations. Beautiful fish.
Thank
There you
you.
go, Tina.
Throw that out there again. In case you missed it, that was exactly what I was hoping for. At the very first stop, with just a couple of casts, Tina had already caught her first trout. And then, in true Tina fashion... Set the hook, girl, set the hook! Look at that thing. Got you, Tina, I got you.
It's swimming upstream.
You thinking you got him? He got you. Holy cannoli, girl.
Wow.
You got a trout. That's not a trout, that's a trout.
I'm going to do the magically appearing net man and come on the other side of you.
There he goes. That was the net man right there, folks. Okay, here comes the net guy.
There we go.
There it is.
Oh my gosh, look at
Look
that
at
fish.
the size of that trout. Look at that.
Boy,
That
wow.
is a trout.
Colors on it. Absolutely beautiful.
Pretty.
What do you think?
Nice.
You think?
Here. This is about 1.5 pound, 2 pound brookie right there. Wow. And you know how these fish are?
I have heard.
You know, if you can tail a brook trout, it's probably a good sized one.
You think?
There. Wow. Awesome. Beautiful.
Thank you. That was
Hey,
cool.
that was awesome. They put up a fight, don't they?
They do.
Them things
That was
get
enjoyable.
after it.
Yeah, they do.
I like it.
Well, nice job, you
Yeah.
guys. Nice handling the net and everything. Got that one in.
Yeah.
Gorgeous fish.
Really nice.
He was obviously getting the hang of this and starting to relax, and I figured, well, yeah, it's about time the rest of us got to fishing. And it was about then that I also noticed Eric had switched over to using spinning gear.
Gulp. Let me grab your pole.
No, I was told those were banned from this river. What are you doing? I guess it's a conditional ban. The condition being, you know, on me to use it.
There we are.
What are you doing?
Got the gulp pattern out.
What?
I got the gulp pattern out.
What kind of hatch is that?
Oh, yeah.
That looks kind of like a
big
trout,
fish.
dude.
That's a good one. I think it looks about a half an inch bigger than Tina's.
Oh, I think it's probably 2 inches.
Oh, is
bigger.
it that? Okay. Oh yeah.
It's a nice trout.
They're all nice trout, but these trout are just.
Well, you haven't caught it yet.
Well, you. Where's the net, man?
This net? Oh, that one.
See that thing that's about 19 inches right there?
Can't see it.
Oh,
Well, maybe.
that one there?
That for a trout. Look at the size of it. I don't know what kind of fly pattern that is, brother.
Who cares?
But that is a monster. It hooks out.
Oh yeah, hooks out there. Let me get that out of here. Okay. That. Yes.
Just
Absolutely beautiful. Wow. Belly on it, orange.
That's a pretty one, boss.
Yes, it is. You can see the blue, even the blue around the red. That is a colorful fish, almost like a fall color.
There he goes.
Yep, there he goes. Oh yes.
Nice fish. Not bad for a rookie.
Not that. I'll take it.
I guess. That was a gorgeous trout. And no sooner had Eric released it, and T did what T does, because contrary to what you might have heard, she's just a little competitive.
Whoa, another one.
I don't see it yet.
That's big.
You look so serious. What do you think?
It's great. I just want to
How do
get it in.
How do you like the river trip now? Huh?
Nice. Love
You
it.
ain't caught it yet.
Nope, I got to bring it in first.
Whoa. Well, I guess he didn't get that memo.
What's that noise I hear? Look at that trout.
Wow. I mean, right to the.
Okay.
No, not okay. There he goes, and it's in the net. What do you got?
A big fish.
Yeah, think?
Oh, he's
Hooks
putting it
out, just put it down in the boat. What do you
There's
think, boys
another.
and girls? Another whopper.
Oh, a little different color on this one, but just again,
Oh, look at
these
that.
are one of the most. Are they not the most beautiful fish
They
in the
are.
world? I
They
think
are.
they are.
Well,
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think I can get your picture with that?
Sure.
Wanna
I don't
try
know.
and hold
I
it?
might
They're
not
hard.
be able
Come
to
over with
hold
you.
They're
it.
hard to hold. He might have to
Yeah.
help
Give you
you.
a hand.
Okay.
What happened to your fish?
It went home.
We were taking a picture and then
Then Eric kind of lost.
Yeah. Well, they're hard to hang on to.
yeah, they're
are hard.
slippery.
When you'd rather want them to go right into the water rather than drop them in the boat. So
Yeah.
And he went.
So what you're saying is the guy dropped it.
The guy dropped it.
There you are.
Oh well.
Now you got to get another one.
Okay.
My friends, a word of advice. If you happen to find yourself on a wild Canadian river somewhere and you just happen to be fishing with Miss T and she just happens to have caught a great brook trout, I mean a real giant, please, for your own good, do not tell her, hey, go get another one. Yeah, not if you want to fish anytime that day.
What?
Looks like you got a trout out there.
Yeah, I do.
Well, that's pretty awesome. He come when you were just lifting it out of the water and he tried to
was.
jump in the boat with you.
Yep.
Trout, pretty little trout. Bring it up here, we'll see if we can talk. Up, now lower it back. There you go. Yeah. There, another trout you caught.
Oh,
You know, it's getting to be a suspicious habit. I thought you said you didn't know how to do this. Look
I
at that.
didn't.
Look at that. There you go. Set that in the boat. See if I can get him to flip all over the place. Now look, this is something we do with rookies first time down the Esnagami River. Give me a kiss. Oh. Look at that. That is just so pretty. That's a nice job.
Thank you.
Good job. Beauty. T was having a tremendous time. She was obviously dealing with her fears at least well enough to set them aside and catch some fantastic fish. She was also quite generous, as I recall. She actually would stop occasionally and let us mere mortals catch one now and again. You can catch a fish on anything. Doesn't matter whether you want to throw spinners or spoons. The occasional gulp bait if you can get away with it. Or more. Oh, there's another one. Right. Ooh, much bigger fish. This
Oh yeah.
this might qualify for large. Look at the bend in that rod. I think I may be onto something here. Eric, do you have a green and white clouser?
I do.
I would. I'm not going to tell you what to do
If you
because
have
it's
a
your
green and
river.
white clouser, I have a green and white clouser.
I'm just saying, as long as I've got one and you've got a pair of, clippers, you have one.
I got a green and white clouser. That is a good fish.
Oh, that the fly bite is on, brother, because
Yeah.
that's 2 and 2 casts. There, how's that? That'll do till a good one comes by.
He may not be as long as some of them, but this one has got some. This one is heavy.
What are you doing? Cutting that fly off my line? What are you doing there? Well, it's all tangled up. I see. I think I'm out of fly.
Yeah.
That's all right. Fly's out.
You know
Here.
what? I'm gonna. I'll
Give
give
the
you.
girl there. Tell her. Yep.
How it's going, man?
Thank you.
Excellent.
So,
Oh, you lost your fly?
I don't know what happened.
Darn. Listen, I'll be right back.
Let me go over here.
So many in that. Anything ought to work over there.
Yeah, I think so. I catch one more on this clouser and I'll show you what anything looks like. It'll look like him getting out a pair of clippers pretty quick. That's all right. Anybody shows you fishing like this, then you have my fly. I don't care. That was another great fish. And for a moment, I was a little worried Eric might try to reach over there and pinch my fly. It only lasted a moment though, because within seconds, Tina had another fish.
Fish is in the way, Tina.
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to get that big fish. I stuck him,
I'm sorry.
You got another fish?
Yes.
I don't think that's
but
illegal.
can't take you anywhere.
Didn't we explain to you as 2 to a customer?
Eric told me I couldn't play anymore, but I didn't listen.
Bring it up here.
Yeah, the 6 fish rule.
Uh-huh.
This is only the second one.
Yeah, right.
Bring that trout up here.
Here, I'll.
Come here. No, bring it right up here. Come here. I'll show you what we do with people that do that. Come here. Come here, fish. It is pretty nice fish. Oh, let me show you how we do this. Sorry, you lost them.
Thank you. But I got a net.
Oops.
It's sad.
That don't bother you, does it?
What's that?
Her losing that fish, that bother you?
What fish?
That's what I said. Yeah, I hear you, but it was a small one and it was time to get moving anyway. She didn't really mind.
Whoa, there's a nice pickup right there.
You got one?
Yeah. I somehow have a white and chartreuse fly on.
Huh.
How?
That's an idea.
Yes, it was.
Something
No, I
to try?
switched up and about third, fourth cat. Oh, off you go.
Uh-oh.
That's all right. We know what's working, eh? Took a little while, but figured it out.
Oops.
Well, like I said. Oh, Jesus, had another one there. Okay.
Huh. They may gonna bite that thing.
Try again.
The trout were obviously starting to hit on some of our fly patterns. In fact, just as Eric went to move the canoe a little farther down the river. What kind of ballet you doing back there, brother?
Do the canoe twirl with a brook trout on the end that's pulling me.
When did they start making brook trout that could pull canoes around?
All right. Come on in. Yeah. Okay. Just like that last one.
Huh, that's 2.
2. Yep.
2 trout.
Easy. Pound and a half brook trout anyway.
I don't know how you do it, but I'm glad you do.
I do too.
Nice job with the net there, girlfriend.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Appreciate that. How's it feel to return the favor?
Cool.
Oh, good. Because we can keep on doing that.
Yeah, you
Go
keep
ahead.
right on netting those big fish. That'll be fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
You were right. The little chartreuse on the white, whatever, bait fish.
I don't know what it is, but they like it.
They're not just, they're
Yeah.
hammering it now.
Yeah, before they were just kind of pushing, now they're eating. But I think we should try this one more time, shouldn't you? I mean, before we leave?
Yeah.
I know you're kind of in a hurry to rush down the river, but let's throw one more. Guide rule number 5 says never leave fish to find fish. And I will say it turned out to be a good thing we decided to take that one last cast. You get yours?
Oh, no.
Did you get yours?
No, we didn't get either one of them.
All right.
Oh,
Boom, bang, 2 hits, we didn't score either one. Now it was time to move. And as we dropped down through the next hole, I could tell T was a little concerned with the fast water, but Eric handled it like he always does, absolutely perfectly. Working the rapids is part of this adventure, and it really is kind of fun. And after just a couple more maneuvers, Eric had us set up and we were right back to fishing.
There's usually a big one sitting right in front of that big rock right there.
You hear that? That's the sound of a confident river guide calling his shots. There's one right there.
Oh yeah.
I think he's fished this before. Just a wee bit of a trout. He fights like he thinks he's a big boy though, don't he?
Oh, for sure.
Come on now. You're not that bad. Look at that fish. He ain't but like 12, 13 inches. Not a big fish. I'm not kidding. He just no quarters at all. Nope, not interested. Yeah. And there, ladies and gentlemen, here's your Esnagami Brook trout trap. A sweet little trout. You know what the best part of that is? Makes me look good.
Yeah.
And that's not easy. With that fish, I knew it was well past time we started heading back to the lodge. And I never should have told T that. So it's the 11th hour. We're on our way back home. And Eric's got a... Oh, it's Tina. Uh-oh. It's a big trout, too. It's a very big trout. Hold on. Hold on. Drive the boat. Net the fish. How come you're not narrating this? Look at that.
That's how you do a trout guide trip.
Now, see, now that's a trout guide. He got a 5-pound trout and a 2-pound net.
Wow.
You think?
That's a nice fish right there, Tina. Beautiful.
What do you have to say?
yay.
Yay?
I just overwhelmed.
It is an adventure, isn't
It
it?
is.
It is. I want to just get in a little ways here.
He's gorgeous.
What do you think of this trout thing?
I think it's wonderful.